second injury of the night. Perry. Mike Perry's nose got kneed into oblivion by a perfectly placed knee from Vicente Luque. Now, let's pull up the anatomy of the nose. Right there, you're seeing it from the side. The nose is made up of the lower border of the frontal bone. That's the upper frame of the nose. The maxilla is also the lower border of the nose. The nasal bones, it's the framework of the cartilage of the bone. Most of the nose is made out of cartilage. We're seeing the image pulled up right there. Most of the nose is cartilage, but to give that cartilage a framework, the nasal bones play a huge role. Of course, that's what got affected in this injury. The nasal bones got fractured. Of course, there's no support for the cartilage, and it just deviated along with the strike. It doesn't take a genius to know the strike hit in a lateral fashion and displaced the nasal bones to Perry's right side of the face. So his nose was transplanted to the right side of his face. Now, to diagnose this, you only need this. A pair of they're pretty dirty, but a pair of glasses. The only thing you need to make an accurate diagnosis here. Of course, you have to do a thorough physical exam because there's hematomas in the septum, like this image right there, that could form. So in order to treat this bleeding coming from the Kesselback vessels, we have to put a cotton swab with nailsinephrine, a vasoconstrictor up there in Perry's nose, stop that bleeding, observe really well, observe the anatomy, and perform most like, here in this case, I'm thinking no, but if it was a milder fracture, you could do a closed reduction or just aligning the bones again so you have a little more form, not form, but function. So you can breathe and you can have more space to breathe because let's be real, there's no air going through that. There's no breathing going through that, okay? He's most likely gonna have to go under the knife right away. When there's nasal fractures this bad, you have to go under the knife right away. Of course, it would, in cases where the fractures are smaller, you would see, you'd have a window of 4 to 10 days where you could go under the knife and you can have a doctor, medical staff go in there and kind of realign the bones with long cotton swab and manipulate it, of course, with a little bit of pain medication aiding in this. Fighters are tough, but hey, pain medication for this stuff is absolutely okay. So what are the complications that could come with this? Like I said, there's a lot of structures associated with the nose, mostly cartilage and bone, but behind that, there's the cribriform plate. We could have some cerebrospinal fluid leakage coming from the injury if it's bad enough. And in Perry's case, we have to rule that out. How do we do that? Does a simple x-ray serve the purpose? Absolutely no. You have to go in there and do a CT scan and make sure that there are no leakages. Mike Perry, Halian Pavia. I'm sorry, Halian, I cannot memorize your name so quickly. So there you have it, folks. A massive cut, a nose that just wanted to swipe right. Those are the injuries. UFC Fight Night 156. We're gonna make a longer video with a little bit more in-depth information, but I just had to put this out there. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to endorse me in Rockfin. There's some of this video will be posted on YouTube. So thank you for your support, for the follows and the likes, and keep sharing.